All right, just want to welcome you again. Just short little video about a project that I'm doing, slow but sure. I'll tell you why I'm so slow here in a minute. I talked about repurposing this wall here. So first thing I did was I did fill it up with the OSB board, plywood, around the panel and stuff, and painted it white. Now I'll put covers on so that it's safe. Put the fuse box cover back on, and we'll be off and going. Junction box there that I used and burn the stuff down behind the wall. There's another junction box up there, which I'll make a junction into for my welder. That's the 220 line coming out of here, and it goes up and across behind. You can see it right there, across the behind, and it's up there, and that is the line for my lift, in which I'll eventually get that covered and back into place and hidden. But that's where it's at for now for my bin pack lift, portable workbench, whatever. Just show you another little project I have. I've got a lot of them. There. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. I know what it is. I've used it for years. It was made by a company back in the late 50s, early 60s. Of course, they didn't paint the shark on there. It's quite old. And I'll even go into detail with it here in a little bit to show you. Has a 12-volt car battery, a gel battery, deep cycle battery. How's that? Excuse me. It does have a motor on it, little motor. It is chain driven, which you can see there on the wheel. It'll run about twice the speed of what you can walk. Factories used to have them, so if you know the brand name, which I do, let's hear a shout out. Let's see, text me, and I'll see if I can't get. Then I'll get back a hold of you if you're right, and see if I can't give you. Get a mailing address to send you a prize. The first two that give me the right answer, first two, I'll send you a little something, and we'll be off and running on our first little giveaway. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to give you. It is something nice, but anyhow, that's a project in which I'm trying to get done and do. I have a lot of projects. I got to get over there and get my pellet stove ready, because it's starting to get winter time. I've got one sheet of OSB paint to whiten up. I want to get the rest of that side painted up. This side over here, I'll get my shelves in for my drill indexes and stuff. If you can see, I've put slats there. I've got one more slat to put down at the bottom and run it the course. What goes here is a wainscot. It's metal. It's metal roofing. I got a whole bunch of red. So I'm going to put a bottom of it of red wainscot. And the reason over here is because this is where my welder is set. This is where a drill press. This is where my bench grinder is. And what a bench grinder this is. I got to tell you, this is a very nice bench grinder. It's a Dayton. It's a 6-inch. If you look that up, you'll see that's not a $100 bench grinder by any means. I'm thinking it lists for $380 or $400. It's all electronic. You turn it on. Okay, it says doing 26 because that's why I spun the wheel. You got a 0 here. There you go. You hit low. Take it to 1800 RPM and low. The wheels are running. I don't have it all set up yet, so I don't have the tool rest or any of that on there, which I do have. But it runs at 1800. As you're grinding, it increases the speed, so it stays at 1800. That's the low. There's the high. High is 3600. The same thing. As you're grinding or whatever, it goes 36. You can't increase it from that, but I can bring it down on the down button and decrease it. There's 2000. It'll stay right at 2000 no matter how your grinder sand. And again, that's a Dayton. I highly recommend it. It's not a little toy like some of these Craftsman or some of them smaller ones. It's a very, very, very nice bench grinder. So once I get that all, I do have that mounted on this portable bench in which I built. That started off as a Kennedy tool or workbench. I mounted it on wheels. I have built, there's a compartment in the back I built, but that's going to be my small drill press stand. Again, I got my bigger drill press over here. I'm going to put my welding table. That gets moved. My welding table goes down there. I have a 20-ton press in which I've converted already to a air over hydraulic on the bottom on the press. It's got some other modifications. I mounted on wheels so I can move it around. We'll get into all that. I want to get this done, get that wainscoting on, and then I'm going to attack that room over there next and get all that sorted out, a lot of it thrown away. And so just a short little video, just a little howdy ho ho ho. So that's about all I got at the moment. Like I said, I've been out here working on that. It was also at the camper, getting the camper winterized, getting it ready. I have a 46-foot bay point camper with 4 big slide outs on it. We have it set on a permanent site in Ohio, and it's a very nice campground, and it's very, very nice. Just some other things real quick. I do have a 65-inch TV. It is hooked to cable. So we are trying to get things done and get things organized. It's a slow process when you're by yourself and you do all the things that I have to do, such as the time is now, it's in the afternoon. I have to stop here because I have to take my grandson to football practice. He is a freshman in high school, and they're still in the playoffs, and so I have to take him to football practice, and then also babysit my 4th grade granddaughter. But so that's one thing. I just came from a place called Green Tree. It's a condominium, 72 condominiums with a clubhouse, a swimming pool. I manage that association, so I'm in charge of all the repairs and stuff there. We have 5 board members. We have a maintenance personnel, an office personnel, and then we hire everything else done. We just had 2 streets paved, so I had to go out there and make sure everything was all right with them. Plus, Andy, probably from Andy's Garage, told you I'm busy. Yes, I am. I'm also on the school board here, local school board. I've been there 24 years. We are a medium-sized school. We have fantastic facilities. Probably one of the best in the state. So we have a football stadium that actually has a high school football stadium and actually has owner's boxes, which we rent out on 5-year leases. And we have there's 2 boxes and 2 rooms in each box. It's four boxes. They can each hold 10 people, and they're rented out for the next 10 years or so. So that's been highly profitable for the school. Our stadium, we just built a $2 million home side seating only. That was $2 million, or a little over $2 million. It was all paid for with donation money, no taxpayer money, which was fabulous. We actually have a big wrestling facility there. Anyhow, I'm on the school board there. Then I'm also on the school board for the joint vocational school, which is adult education and children too, both. And I'm on the school board there. So yeah, I've got my hands in a lot of fires. I am, talking about fires, I am a retired fire chief. I was on the fire department for 40 years. I was fire chief for 10 of those. And that was a volunteer department, but it was 50 men, 10 pieces of equipment when I was there. Made 1,000 runs a year, somewhere between 800 to 1,000 runs a year. And EMS and fire. And so I am quite busy. That's why it's taken me so long to get stuff done. But I'll get it done. Just stick with me and you'll get to see my progress. So again, be safe. The next time you see this will all be done. And hopefully I've started on the wainscoting on this side. So be safe, stay alert, and have fun in your garage or doing whatever you do. Remember, God give you talents. Try to find out what they are and use them to the best of your ability. All right, guys. See you later. Oh, and don't forget my friend Andy. Andy at Andy's Garage. That's another channel to watch. He's got 1,000 videos. He does a good job. Right now he's refurbishing an old pickup truck. Well, it's not that old, but he got a heck of a deal on a pickup. He's kind of refurbishing and redoing to what he can afford to do. And he is very conservative with his money. I wouldn't say he's tight, but he is conservative, and that's good. He's a retired disability, and he could sure use your views and subscribe. So subscribe to both Ron's 217 Garage and Andy's Garage, and like all our videos. That's all we're asking. We'll grow. We're getting better. So until the next time, keep your feet on the ground and your hands out of the power tools. Bye.